Hey Grace, it's Cora, and today I'm in a new location because I have to get ready for work soon, so I'm going to do a quick book review of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which I read a few months ago. It was during the school year, but I haven't really discussed my thoughts on it because I never realized how controversial it is, because some people really like it, some people hate it, and some people are indifferent about it. And I'm just gonna let you know, if you haven't read it, don't go into it thinking it's by J.K. Rowling, because it is not by J.K. Rowling. It is by Jack Thorne and John Tiffany. So, sorry, my cat is like right here. You can see her tail. First, I'm gonna be going over what I really liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and what I was indifferent about. So what I didn't really have strong opinions against, like some people have really, really strong opinions against it. So let's start off with the things that I actually really did like, and those are characters that I really, really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Scorpius, and I really enjoyed Albus as characters. You can just say I'm going, sorry. Scorpius and Albus, I thought they were well written. I feel like they did have good character depth, and I feel like Scorpius and Albus complement each other, and I like how Scorpius is kind of like the polar opposite of his dad. He's really nice, he's really understanding, he's outgoing. When Albus was put in a Slytherin, he's like, yo man, don't worry about it, we're just in the same house now, we can chill, you know? Whereas I feel like Rose was put into Gryffindor. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention to Rose because she is on one of the things I didn't like, because as Hermione and Ron's daughter, I don't know, I didn't have any strong feelings for her. I was like, whatever, you're kind of boring, I don't like you, Rose. But granted, she didn't have as much screen time, book time, scene time. I don't know, this is a play, which is another thing that when people complain about this book, I'm like, it's a production, it's not like for a movie, it's for a play production. And I read a lot of plays, so you kind of notice the differences between like a normal book and play / production thing. Same goes with musicals, you know? Like, I just feel like people were expecting something that it wasn't, and they should have, and it's not necessarily their fault. I just feel like, I don't know, sorry, I'm going off topic again. So that's what and I also kind of enjoyed the thought of having a storyline revolve around Cedric, because as Hufflepuffs get no representation. We have Cedric Diggory, Newt Scamander, which I love Newt. He's a great Hufflepuff representation, but we only have one movie of him, and technically he came before Harry Potter. So in the Harry Potter books, like exclusively, we had like Tonks, but in the movie she wasn't really well represented, whereas in the books I did like her in the books. So I guess we do have some representation, but every time we go to Hot Topic, there's always Ravenclaw stuff and Slytherin and of course Gryffindor, but they didn't have the Hufflepuff backpacks, they didn't have the Hufflepuff lanyards that I really wanted, they didn't have the shirts. Alright, I'm going in another rant. This isn't about Hufflepuffs. I just like the idea of trying to bring back a character who was in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know, which really sucked because Cedric was really, really cool, and I actually really liked him in the books as well, not just Robert Pattinson's portrayal, because even Cedric in the 4th movie, he was there, but not really. He probably had as much screen time as Cho. I don't know. Sorry, my voice is going out. Anyways, let's go into the things that I didn't like. I was not a fan of Harry, Ron, or Hermione. I actually got really annoyed by Harry because I don't know why Albus and Harry had such a problem with each other, because honestly they're so much alike, and Harry was about to be put in a Slytherin too. So I don't know what their deal was, and when Harry said that sometimes I wish you weren't my son or something along those lines, that kind of finished it for me for Harry in this. I'm like, I don't think that's how Harry would ever act, especially because look where Harry came from. He literally lived in hell and under a staircase for what, 10, 11 years of his life. So I didn't like Harry in this. Ron was portrayed as kind of like a jokester uncle, and Ron for me I've never seen him in that light. I've always seen Ron as like, I don't know, kind of just like the loyal friend. And I've always seen like Fred and George as the pranksters and stuff, of course. And Hermione in this, I feel indifferent about her. I don't know. She was whatever. I don't know. They didn't really do anything with Hermione in this one. So now I'm going to be doing the stuff that I'm indifferent about. This is like where the big spoilers are. Some people hate the villain, which is Bellatrix and Voldemort's daughter. I don't know. I can kind of see how that might happen. Bellatrix and Voldemort, maybe, I don't know, maybe Voldemort wanted more like kids to carry down his name. I don't know, maybe it was just a one-time thing and then it just happened to have a baby. I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't mind it. I wasn't appalled by it. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Bellatrix and Voldy, I guess. I mean, even in the movies, and I don't really remember about it in the books, but Bellatrix was always like a huge ass kicker to Voldemort. So another thing was like the whole time turner thing. Time travel can be confusing and kind of rough to write, but I feel like they did it in a decent way. Like, I wouldn't be able to write about time travel, so I don't know. I thought it was fine. I'm indifferent about it. And I actually was laughing at the part where they messed up the timeline and then Umbridge came out and she was like controlling everything along with Voldemort, and it was just crazy. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. But I can't think. Oh, and another thing that I don't know if people are mad or whatever about it, but I think it's interesting when the people you've grown up with on the movie screen are different than in the play. But what they are, they're characters. They can be interchangeable as long as they still possess their same characteristics, which I don't feel Harry, Ron, and Hermione still possess their original characteristics. I don't care who you cast for them. I don't even know who plays them. I guess I haven't looked them up yet. But I know it's not like Emma Watson in them, because that's like impossible for them to be doing plays all the time, which I think some people might not like, but their characters, they're interchangeable. I just wish they would have gotten Harry, Ron's, and Hermione's characters down a little bit better. I did like Draco in this one. I thought he was nicer, and I kind of liked how Harry and Draco kind of like smiled and acknowledged each other, like they weren't like, they did do a little duel again, but I think that was just for old time's sake. I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed this book, and I think you should read it. But just know it's a play. It's not written by J.K. And I think for people who aren't J.K., John, Tiffany, and Jack Thorne did a nice job. So overall, good read. I think you should read it. Grace, I hope you didn't get this far, because then, yeah, I would have spoiled the whole book for you. But if you are, sorry, you should still read it. It's a good book. It's really good. I think it's good because I like plays and stuff, and I want to see the production, but I'm not going all the way to London to see this play. They need to come to America. I had to order my Hufflepuff House edition book from the UK because I don't think they're selling it in America, because every store I went to, like Barnes & Noble, even in Colorado, they didn't have it, because when I was in Colorado, that's when I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and it's about to rain, so I'm just gonna make some coffee and then sit on the couch and read and listen to the rain, because that's honestly one of my favorite pastimes. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I love you, so I'll see you when I see you, because my work schedule is crazy. Bye!